Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will review what was covered in week 1. So starting with substitution. To substitute just means to exchange. Here we exchange a pronumeral, a letter, for a number. So for example, you might be asked if x equals -7, what is the value of x squared? So when you're substituting a negative into your calculator, always use brackets. So x squared is going to be -7 squared, which is positive 49. But if I want to substitute x equals -7 into negative x squared, in my calculator I need to put a negative and then once again a bracket around the negative that's being substituted. So -7 squared is 49. So the answer here will be -49. So x squared should always give you a positive answer. Negative x squared always gives a negative answer. So let's look at this one here. Here we're going to substitute two pronumerals. So we just take our expression and everywhere we see an x, I'm going to change that to -7. Remember, whenever you're substituting a negative, put in brackets. And everywhere I see a y, I'm going to replace that with -4. Once again, substituting a negative, put it in brackets. So you can put this straight into your calculator and you get -3 times -3, which gives you +9. All right, let's look at operations with terms. So in algebra, a term is just a sequence of pronumerals and numbers. 2a is a term, 5b is a term, 4x is a term, and so on. We have to be able to multiply, divide, add, and subtract terms. So multiplication of terms is pretty easy. You just multiply the numbers. So here I go, 2 times 5 is 10, and then I'm just going to write the letters A, B. So 4x times 3x. Well, 4 times 3 is 12. X times x is x squared. So when we're doing division, it's pretty similar. Notice when we multiplied, we just operated on the coefficients, the numbers in front of, and same for division. So 30c divided by 6, 30 divided by 6 is 5, and we just write the c. Now, sometimes when you're dividing terms, it's easier to write it as a fraction. So 32a divided by 40a, we can write like this. Now, when you have a fraction, anything that occurs on the top and the bottom can be crossed out. So I'm left with 32 over 40, and you can get your calculator to simplify that to 4 over 5. So generally, multiplying and dividing terms is easier because you can multiply or divide any term by any other term. But when you're adding and subtracting, you can only do it if the terms are like terms. So in this expression here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. We can only add the like terms. So 10x and -2x, they are like terms because they have the same pronumeral, same sequence of pronumerals. So 10x subtract 2x just gives us 8x. Now, the other two terms we have, so 5y, positive 5y and -6y, they're like terms. So 5y minus 6y is just -1y. So the final answer is 8x minus y. I can't simplify these terms anymore because they are not like terms. So let's try this one here. So 3ab and -ba, it turns out these two are like terms. It doesn't matter that the letters are written in a different order because we're multiplying. Order of multiplication doesn't matter. So ab, BA, they are like terms because they both have 1A and 1B. So 3AB minus 1BA just gives us 2AB or 2BA. It doesn't matter in which order you write the letters. So -2B, -8b are like terms. -2 subtract 8 is -10, so we're left with -10b. Now, I can't simplify this expression any further. These are not like terms. This term and this term are not like terms because this term has an a, this one doesn't. So we're done with that. All right, let's now look at expanding brackets. So to expand brackets, we use the distributive law. And this is why it's called the distributive law. You take what's outside the brackets and you distribute it to everything inside the brackets. Note that we're always multiplying here. So to expand these brackets, I go 2x times 3x. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. Then I go 2x times -4. This isn't a +4, it's a -4. So 2 times -4 is -8, and then we write the x. I can't simplify this any further. X squared and x are not like terms. This term has two x's, this term only has one. So this is my final answer and I'm done. Now sometimes you'll have to expand and simplify multiple brackets. So let's go ahead and do the brackets first. So 3 outside of 2a minus 5. Using the distributive law. 3 times 2a, 3 times negative 5. Now let's do this bracket here. So this is not a 4 out the front, it's a negative 4. So I go negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. And negative 4 times negative a, two negatives always make a positive when we're multiplying them. So it'll actually be plus 4a. Now, this last bracket is a bit hard to expand. It's like there's an invisible 1 out there. This is negative 1 times a, so that just equals negative a, and then negative 1 times negative 2 just gives positive 2, because remember, two negatives multiply to give a positive. So let's simplify this. So 6a, 4a and negative a are like terms. 6 plus 4 minus 1 gives us 9a. And then each of these numbers, they are like terms. So negative 15 minus 28 plus 2 actually gives you negative 41. You can use your calculator if you struggle with that. So that's my final answer. Can't be simplified any further because this term and this term are not like terms. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.